Good morning students. Today we will discuss about fuel cells. As in the category of commercial cells, we have discussed about primary cell and secondary cell, in which primary cell we have discussed about dry cell, and in the secondary cell we have discussed about the lead storage battery. Okay, and now we will discuss about this, that is the fuel cell. So students, let us see what is fuel cell. Students, what happens basically, fuel cells are simply the cells, or you can say the electrochemical cell, that converts chemical energy directly into electrical energy. Okay, as we have discussed about galvanic cell also, they also perform the same activity, that is they converts the chemical energy into the electrical energy. So here also the same process is done. Okay, and these type of cells are called as fuel cell. What is the difference here? That here the fuel cells are different from most batteries. Why? Because it requires a continuous source of fuel, okay, and oxygen to sustain to chemical reaction. Here we will discuss about a type of fuel cell, that is hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. You can look here, we will discuss about the hydrogen oxygen fuel cells. Students, you know about the fuel like fossil fuels, etc. So what basically happens in thermopower plants, the fossil fuels are used like coal, gas, etc. Okay, so we can change it like using hydrogen oxygen fuel cell to produce electricity, because in this you will see that here oxygen and hydrogen resulting in formation of water, along with it electricity, huge amount of electricity, or you can say energy, is produced. Okay, so for this, firstly look up the setup, what type of setup is used. And one more thing, that is the hydrogen oxygen fuel cell is called as Bacon cell also. Okay, here you will see that two inlets and outlet, one inlets and one outlet is there. Two inlets are there here, from which hydrogen gas is entered, and here from which oxygen gas is entered. Okay, then they are capped, the two electrodes, you can look here, and they are coated with catalyst, that may be platinum, that may be silver. It is only because to increase the absorption of the H2 gas or O2 gas. Okay, if this electrode are coated with the platinum, then the absorption rate of H2 will be increased. That's why it is coated, or you can see that the catalyst platinum is used. And you can see in between this the solution is used, that may be of KOH or NaOH. Okay, now students, this is the basic diagram of H2O2 fuel cell, how it works. Let us see what are the reactions taking place. So the following reaction are taking place. You can see at anode, as always know that oxidation take place. So what happened basically, H2, okay, here you can also look that it is at 0 in the ground state, so it react with 2 OH minus, that is from the solution, and it converts into H2O. Okay, here you can see it converts into H2O. How? By losing 2 electrons. Okay, now students, let us see about the cathodic reaction. So at cathode, what happens? O2 react with water, forms 2H minus. So how we can balance it? It simply gains 2 electron. Okay, by gaining 2 electrons, it converts into 2 OH minus. So when writing about the overall reaction, what will happen? 2 electrons here and 2 electrons here are cancelled out. 2 OH minus here and 2 OH minus here are also cancelled out. Okay, and what will remain? That will be our overall reaction. So for this, H2 plus half O2 will give H2O. Okay, then nothing more happening here. Simply at anode oxidation is taking place, and at cathode reduction is taking place. Okay, as general it happens. Now students, let us see what are the advantages of this fuel cell, that is hydrogen oxygen fuel cell. So basically they are high efficient, okay, and free from pollution. Then the H2O used for drinking purpose in a spaceship. Here the H2O produced can be used for drinking purpose in a spaceship. Okay, if you will talk about its disadvantages, then they are that from where we can get the hydrogen. Okay, if we get the hydrogen from the source of methane, then pollution will be caused. So these are the basic disadvantages, and it require continuous fuel. Okay, continuous supply, or you can say continuous source of fuel. So this is about its disadvantages. Sometimes numerical are asked from this point. if it will say, suppose if it will be say that to produce 2 F charge, okay, how much H2 and O2 gas at STP are consumed in fuel cell. So for this we have basically write this equation. Suppose, wait, this is our overall reaction, okay. From this we have to write the equation. So as we are talking about the 2F charge, okay, so for this, as we also know that here, for in case of H2, what is happening, oxidation is taking place, and in case of O2, reduction is taking place, okay. And how much percentage it is happening, so you can see here in case of this 2 electrons, and here in case of oxygen also 2 electrons are gaining. So we can simply calculate like valency factor. We can calculate it as valency factor, that will be equal to, as 2 electrons are losing and stoichiometry is 1. For H2 you can see the stoichiometry is 1, so it will be 2, okay. And similarly, if we will talk about the valency factor of O2, for this, as 2 electrons are gaining, okay, and the stoichiometry is half, you can look here, stoichiometry is what, half. So for this, what will happen, the valency factor will be 4, okay. So this is how we can calculate if it will be asked about how many amount of H2 and O2 is you can say consumed, okay. Later we will discuss about some numericals related to this also. And students, just try to practice more and more, because in I guess 2 to 3 days chapter will be finished. There are few topics left. One is about corrosion, which you are studying from earlier classes, that what is corrosion, how we can prevent corrosion, what are the reaction taking place. That is simply forms the oxide, that is Fe2O3, wait, that is Fe2O3 dot X H2O, okay. So in this manner we have to discuss about this. So today basically what we have studied that what is fuel cell, okay. In this we simply studied that it is a electrochemical cell where chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, okay. And we have seen the example of what H2O2 fuel cell, in which we have seen that how its arrangement is done. So there are 2 inlets from where H2 and O2 are entered, and we have kept it divided it with a solution, that is KOH or NOH, and the electrodes, that may be anode or cathode, is coated with a catalyst, that is platinum. Why it is done? So that the absorption rate will be increased, okay. The absorption of H2 and O2 will be increased. Now we have seen the general reaction, that is what is taking place at anode and what is taking place at cathode. Then we have seen the overall reaction where H2 plus half O2 will give H2O. You can also write 2H2 plus O2 will give 2H2O, okay, depending on what is happening, okay. Then student, we have seen its advantages. So we have seen that it is highly efficient and free from pollution, and also that water which is produced used for drinking purpose in a spaceship. Talking about this advantage, so you can say that continuous amount of fuel is required, okay. Continuously the fuel is required, or we have to find the sources from where the hydrogen can be produced. So this is all about today's lecture. Thank you class.